let's see. What? How many ways are there to cook potatoes?
Alguém adora letra. Hello and welcome to Capricious Conversations. Thank you for joining us today. It is March, people, and of course, as you've already seen, we are already getting into the spirit of St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
And so, for our cultural cuisine of the month, we are celebrating Irish cuisine.
Irish cuisine, which
Now, I
turns
know
out is like, what, 70%
75 at least.
potatoes.
I know most of you are thinking, didn't even know Ireland had a cuisine. It does.
It does.
And today we are going to taste it, and it actually all looks pretty good.
It really does, actually. I'm looking forward to this.
As we say, like 75% of it is potatoes, and the other 25% is probably sheep.
Probably.
But there are a few, maybe 20%, and then there's like 5% other stuff, and we're also going to eat that today. So, without further ado, let's dive in.
Okay, so
So the first thing we should probably
what all
eat-
do we have here?
well, I'll tell you as we eat each one.
Okay, all right.
The first thing we should probably eat is this. It's called a battered sausage, which in my opinion is probably Ireland's response to the Scotch egg.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
And we don't mean battered as in she slapped it around. We mean battered as in...
They're like, you're a terrible sausage!
That's right.
Although this one, as you can see, there were some difficulties during breading.
Yeah, because the rest of them look like links. Okay, so now how do we eat this?
So with this one, it's just, I mean, it's a sausage. You can eat it with a little bit of gravy, but it's just kind of a take and go, like, party breakfast kind of a,
all right,
yeah.
well, here, have one. All right. I'm going to grab this one here. So these are fried.
Nice crispy butter.
Well, it's sausage.
It's sausage with bread. It's like a sausage sandwich.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of like a medieval hot dog.
Corn dog. It is like a medieval corn dog.
Corn dog, yeah. I'm going to try with a little bit of the gravy here.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right.
With the gravy is like amazing.
The gravy definitely kicks it up a notch. That's actually really good. So the breading is nice and light. It's not like it's real heavy.
No,
That's
okay.
good.
To be fair, this is not a strictly traditional breading. Obviously, because I have to make everything gluten-free.
So this would be more of a stick to your ribs kind of.
Yeah, it would be a little bit more hearty than this is.
I can see that. Colder climate, you know. A little bit of spice. We've got a lot more here, so I'm going to stop there, even though I really want
It's
to
really
eat
yummy, though.
the rest of that. I really just want to pour gravy over the whole thing and eat it. So, all right.
Here's a napkin for
Thank you. Thank you. Napkins to the rescue. Okay.
Okay. We're also going to continue with another breakfast food.
Battered sausage. All right.
Our next I almost said our next battered food.
Our next battered food.
Our next breakfast food is called a boxty, actually. And traditionally, it's like a potato pancake.
Okay.
But, like, when I think potato pancakes, I think latkes, right?
Yeah. The Jewish.
The stuff that we eat at Hanukkah.
Yeah.
This is nothing like latkes.
Okay.
It's very different. It's way more akin to, like, a regular pancake. And this actually uses mashed potato and raw potato. So you...
Really?
Yeah, you mash potato, and then you grate a potato. And then you put in some flour, egg, and buttermilk.
Because, listen, when all you've got is potatoes, like, it did happen in Ireland for a while. You've got to be very inventive with
Well,
how
I mean,
you make
that's
them.
why the potato famine was such a big deal, right? Because they had literally nothing to eat if the potatoes didn't grow.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so that's this one here, right?
two types of potato in this one.
All right.
Traditionally, it's wrapped around some sort of meaty something, and then you
tear
pour
off a
gravy
piece
over
here.
the top. So I would suggest trying it just without the gravy first, but gravy is pretty traditional, so
Gravy's
you're going to
in
want
here.
some gravy.
Okay. All right, so first we'll just try it by itself. So this is a boxty.
The mashed potatoes make it really smooth. But
Wow, that is just not what I expected at all.
I know, right? You would think that it would be
get
way
a-
more potatoey, but it's really
You
not.
get a very pancakey vibe, but then you've got that.
There's a little crunch from the potato that's grated.
And there's a little bit of a textural difference there, but the potato's not overpowering. It really isn't. Like, it doesn't just taste like potatoes.
It tastes mostly like pancakes. Like, you could probably put syrup on these, and it would be.
Yeah, you totally could. You really could.
Plus, a lot of Irish people at the time were farmers or shepherds and things like that, so they needed something that was going to be really hearty for,
and simple.
for breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Simply
again, gravy.
Yeah, gravy. And usually
So-
it had meat in it. Like I say, we didn't stuff ours today. We just went with the pancake. Gravy makes everything better.
God's gift to cuisine is gravy, I'll tell you. Okay.
Actually, the gravy makes it taste more like potato.
It really does.
That's
it's like
weird.
mashed potatoes you can hold in your hand.
It is.
That's really something. Okay, wow.
Bakeable mashed
Go
potatoes.
figure. Never had that before. Why has nobody done this? Like, why is nobody making this to carry around? Like
Well, I mean, the Irish
roll it
people
in a
do.
cone and put a little bit of gravy in it, you know?
That's a good idea.
Like a
actually.
street vendor or something.
Yeah, street food
Mashed
people.
potatoes on the go. Could happen.
It could happen.
All right. That was
All
okay.
right.
So that's good. All right.
We're gonna jump to a lunch dish here. This may not look overly intricate, and it's really not. It's just mashed potatoes, but it's got a secret ingredient, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is. This is
Really?
called Colcannon. So grab your fork there.
Cole Cannon, wasn't that a 1960s detective TV show?
I don't know.
Cole Cannon, huh?
Yeah, Colcannon.
All right. So I've got a decent sized forkful.
See if you can figure out what it is.
How's that?
Pretty good, actually.
Onion?
No?
Okay. That's okay. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna pick through here.
Yeah, you can kind of see it because there's.
Is that
large-
cabbage?
It's cabbage, yeah.
That's mashed potatoes and cabbage. That's not bad.
It's really not. Yeah, mashed potatoes and cabbage.
You
and
know.
sorry, go ahead.
The cabbage kind of adds a little snap
It does, doesn't it?
to it. It really does. And the flavor of the cabbage is mild enough, you know, but it's got just a little, not almost like a little zing. That's really pretty good, actually. That's not
Gives a
bad.
little bit of flavor, but the creaminess of the mashed potatoes kind of tones down the bite of the cabbage.
I would never have thought of putting those two together, but that actually is really good.
So this dish can actually be made with cabbage and potato, and it can be made with kale and potato as well.
Oh, now see, kale is the devil's own garnish.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't like that at all.
I would be interested to try it because
Well, you can try it. I'll stick
know,
with the cabbage
I'd be
one.
interested to
I'm
try
eating far more than I should this episode already, I can tell.
we've still got a few to go. Just two, really.
Good on you, Ireland.
Yeah, Irish food is good. It's good comfort food, good hearty food.
Comfort food, definitely.
I mean, you have to have some hearty food when your highest temperature during the summer is like 75.
Yeah, and you're working,
Yeah.
you know, and it's chilly and rainy and wet.
Usually wet, yeah. I mean, it's so green over there because it's so wet all the time.
Oh my goodness. That's I'm surprisingly good. Very good. Okay.
Surprisingly
Cole
good.
Cannon.
Okay. Now, I forgot to bring plates down, so we're going to have to be a little bit inventive with this one.
Well, now, what are we trying next?
So we're going to actually try shepherd's pie. Now,
Oh,
I know
okay,
that
all right.
all of you are thinking, oh, I've had shepherd's pie. But in fact, you have not.
I have.
Well, you might have, but most people. What most of you are thinking is shepherd's pie is in fact cottage pie and not shepherd's pie.
Oh, pray tell, what is the difference?
The difference is, well, what do shepherds tend to?
Well, shepherds tend to eat what they take care of. So
Yeah.
it's sheep.
It's sheep.
It's mutton.
So a traditional shepherd's pie is actually made with mutton, which is lamb or sheep, depending. Yeah, I mean, it can be
Yeah.
a grown sheep as well.
I think by tradition, mutton's a year old.
Mutton is older
I think
and
so.
lamb is younger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually lamb, but it can be either way. The main point is that shepherd's pie is made with sheep because it's shepherd. If you
Makes
make it with
sense.
beef, it's cottage pie. So what most of you are thinking is shepherd's pie is not. It's
Because
cottage pie.
a shepherd shepherds sheep. I mean,
Exactly.
And a cowhand tends cattle, a cowboy. So why don't they call it cowboy pie instead of cottage pie?
Well, they don't actually call them cowboys in Ireland, and in fact, they don't have.
Oh,
many
that's true.
cows.
They wouldn't in Ireland. Okay, so there you go.
There's not
So
many cows
shepherd's
in
pie.
Ireland,
So
actually.
I pulled this back. I think we should just dig in with our forks.
Yeah, we'll just dig in with our forks. So this
May I get
is
some?
lamb, carrots, potato, celery, and a little bit cabbage.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got the cabbage potato combo again, but now we've got the meat and veg.
Mm-hmm. Well, this actually, it's just mashed potatoes on top. The cabbage is in with meat and...
Okay, I'm gonna kind of dig in here a little bit
Yeah, you kind of got to
and see what we can see. So, oh, you know what? You should take a picture of this or something. You can see though, there's layers. Oh, and it's steaming.
And it's juicy.
So there's the cooked celery and it's juicy, and there's the
Take a
meat and
picture.
potatoes and the cabbage down in there. It really Looks good.
So what you do is you cook the lamb a little bit first. You don't overcook it. You cook it till it's kind of medium rare. And then you put it with the veg and a little bit of stock in the... Season it, of course. Put it in with a little bit of stock. Cover it with the mashed potatoes. Throw it in the oven for like 40 minutes.
And yum ensues.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here I go.
Not getting a whole lot of veg, actually. Here. Gotta get veg in there. Sorry. I'm chasing around the room. I will get a bite of this eventually, I promise.
Okay. So, here's the thing. This is lamb.
Really good.
Now, if people are kind of... There's really no middle ground with lamb. People either like it or they don't. If you like lamb, you'll love this. This is really amazing. You've got that wonderful juice all down underneath there. I mean, it's like sitting down to lamb gravy and potatoes. It's just all together. It's just all in one forkful. And that's pretty amazing.
It's Ireland's version of a casserole.
But it is lamb. I mean, it very definitely is. There's a distinctness to the meat.
There is, and I think a lot of Americans are a little bit averse to lamb. They think it's a little bit more gamey because we're used to cow. However, I would challenge you guys to be adventurous, go outside your comfort zone, and try a proper shepherd's pie because it's really good.
I wish you could be eating this. This is so good. I really can't describe it.
The lamb is seasoned.
It's peppery and wonderful, and the cabbage adds that just a little bit of edge to it. Just so good.
The lamb is seasoned with thyme and rosemary and a little bit of sage. And that just it brings out all those yummy undertones. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, lamb kind of has those undertones anyway because that's what they normally eat. But when you put that in, it just brings out all those amazing flavors in the lamb. So
far, this ethnic taste test here, I could just plow my way through that. I could eat all of this so far. This is just amazing. So good. Really, try some real shepherd's pie, you guys. This is fantastic. Really good.
I like lamb. Like one of my favorite feasts is Passover. And I really enjoy eating. I know it's not super traditional anymore. Most people eat brisket, but we occasionally eat lamb at Passover.
Lamb is wonderful. So good. Wow. It's just
so good.
Mix of crispy and creamy and meaty and good.
It's really yummy.
So
it's
good.
Kind of like a pot pie, but a little bit better.
Yeah, I would say definitely better.
All right, we're gonna wrap up our meal with a little bit of a desserty bread, which is Irish soda bread, which is probably the most Irish bread that there is on the face of the earth.
So now, how do they use the potato in this? Because so far, literally everything is potato.
There is no potato in the soda bread.
Wow. Okay.
And you can see. Okay, so this is the remnants of a regular soda bread. You can see how it's risen quite a lot, and this is a gluten-free soda bread. Because if there's one thing that gluten-free flour is good at, it is not rising.
It's making a puck. Yes. Really.
But it'll still be good. It's just not risen as much.
Now, tell me, what am I seeing in it? Because usually when I see soda bread, I don't see anything in it. It's just, kind of a light, airy bread. So
actually, very traditionally, you put currants in it.
Currants. Okay, very good.
And that makes it a bit of a sweeter bread.
That would be.
More of you can use it for breakfast or dessert. It's quite a good.
Who cares?
And all of them, all soda bread is cut with a cross on the top. Practically, that gives the bread a way to rise once the soda starts reacting with the buttermilk.
As it's cooking, I understand that.
But also, because Ireland is predominantly Catholic, it is a way for them to bless their bread while they're baking. So
there you go. That makes sense.
All their bread is cut with a cross on the top.
Boy, that thing is just heavy. All right.
It is going to be a bit dense.
Bread knife.
So let me cut mine first, and then you can cut yours.
Yeah, so we don't get cross-contamination there.
You don't want to contaminate. And I'm actually going to cut myself a slice out of the middle here. So.
Get a good cross-section of that bread going there.
It's a bit dense.
It is a bit dense.
But look at how lovely, with all those currants, nicely dispersed and suspended as chefs would.
Yeah, good job. Good job in that. The Great Irish Bake Off will definitely have a
just as an aside,
bread.
If you have Netflix, Bake Off is on Netflix. The new episodes of Bake Off are on there. Check it out.
Food nerdage will ensue. All right, so we have got some butter here. Fantastic.
We do have some lovely butter. And this is actually, mostly you eat soda bread just with butter. That's it.
Okay, that works for me. I'm a big fan of bread and butter. Having had a father that grew up in the Midwest and mother that grew up in Kansas.
That is actually not too dense. It's pretty alright.
And you should know you're the gluten-y one.
So here's the deal. I have been eating gluten-free for like, what, 4 years? 5 years? And at this point, I sometimes come to him and I'm like, oh, taste this. This is really good. Or the texture is really good. And he'll eat it and he'll be like, this is terrible. So it could be that this is awful and I just don't know.
Could be. But I have to say, it's actually really, really nice. It's just got a hint of sweetness. It's nice and light and airy, and the butter, it's butter.
The curd had a little bit of a sweet undertone, but it's not an overly sweet bread, so it's not like a dessert bread, but...
And it's different from normal bread, and you do get that little bit of soda-ishness to it, you know, so it's not...
it doesn't have all the holes in it. Like, it's neatly risen. It's neatly risen, but you don't have... it's a different texture, for sure, than a yeast bread.
Ooh, but that's very good.
Well, and the nice thing about soda bread is that it's really quick. You don't have to knead it. It doesn't have to rise for long periods of time.
Which would make sense. And, you know, if they're cooking this in a small kitchen, or even in, you know, a shepherd's out cooking, you know, over a fire or something like this, has something to enclose it in.
It's a very quick bread and very hearty and tasty.
It's very good. And with the currants, I got to say, that's excellent. Man,
So,
good on you, Ireland. This is excellent.
I'm actually quite proud of myself because I made all this food today. I will post the recipe for the boxed tea in the comments.
You should for the soda bread, too.
I will also post a recipe for the soda bread. And again, I just really strongly suggest that you go out and try a proper shepherd's pie because it's really quite good.
That's the thing about adventuring, though. You know,
Yes.
When you're going to a different place, and you're not going because you're a tourist. You go because you want to experience the place. You know,
yes.
and so you want the flavors, and you want the rhythms of life in that place, and you want
the smells
and this is all part of it. It's a way to wrap yourself in that culture and really get it. And I have to say, this is just absolutely fantastic.
And for those of you who are wondering, oh my goodness, how could I even eat that? A lot of it is just deciding that you're going to.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
I decided that I was going to like anything put in front of me a few years ago, and you know what? I've liked everything I've tried since.
Well, now I have to say, I made that decision once too. I'm going to like everything put in front of me. Now, I have had things that I didn't necessarily like. But you know what? It was a good experience. I learned from it. And typically, people are so gracious. I mean, people are so wonderful. So don't be afraid to jump in. It's really, it's excellent.
And I will also say this. If you are ever on a trip and you are in someone's home and they feed you something that you are not used to.
You better eat it. And you better like it.
Yes. Eat it. Be so gracious, okay? Because I've done another episode about how to be gracious when you're traveling. Link in the description. But seriously, eat what they put in front of you, and most of the time you'll like it. It's really quite good.
Because when people serve you something to eat, it's not just representative of their house. It's made with love, and it's made with, you know, there's a lot of things.
It's representative of their income.
Yes, and they're giving you, typically, my experience is, even in poor places and rich places, but they're giving you their best.
Yeah,
they're really presenting you their best, and you know, if you give yourself a chance, I think you'll really enjoy it.
So this St. Patrick's Day, do not get stuck just eating corned beef and cabbage, which is delightful.
Or drinking green beer, which is great.
Spread your wings, take a little bit longer stride, and try some of these really tasty Irish dishes.
Really incredibly very good, and potatoey.
And potatoey, yeah. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and thank you for sharing this video with all your friends. Let's go on an adventure.